Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. Harper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle at the 15, to the 20, breaks free to the 25, to the 30, to the outside, 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the coast, 20, 15, Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's ENCORE. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this TGI Mickey Ficky Friday. The last TGI Mickey Ficky Friday of 2023 is the weekend, baby. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, a.k.a. Greg. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Listen, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button. And now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to the show's page. Go to Shawn and Maya in the morning. Go to that page as well. Like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, but you'll be following Shawn and Maya as well. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, though, for real. All right, go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, if you want, shish kebabarino. Damn it. If you're watching this on our mobile app, yay. And if you didn't know we had a mobile app, you better ask somebody, baby. We have our own mobile app. Man, we're good. Oh, are you serious? All right. Let's go there. Type in Sports Zone Chicago. Hit the subscribe button. I know, hit the bell. That's the notification button. And anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago goes live, you'll get notified. All right. Now, if you're watching this on our Roku channel, well, I like that kind of party, baby. Listen, and if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku channel. So, do me a favor, download Sports Zone Chicago's channel, our tile, right to your Roku device. Okay, right to it. Just do it. Okay. Download it. Oh. And here's what you do. Put it right there next to Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Max, Disney Plus, Showtime. And I'll tell you what. I'm excited. I got, after the show, man, I get to watch, I have to pick up the warden, Stars Power Book 3, Raising Canaan. New episode comes out today. If it's, man, the way last week's episode ended, I can't wait to check out today's episode. But you know, if you haven't followed that series, I highly suggest that you do. It's urban. I could definitely, definitely say it's urban. But you'll like it. I think you'll like it. So it's wow. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on right here. Oh, all right. Just got a text. Unfortunately, my Bears guy. Okay. So apparently, my Bears guy just got called into work and is unable to come on at 10. Well, that's all right. Listen, if you want to tweet the show, you can also tweet the show. You can tweet us at Sports Zone Shy, that's CHI, at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me, personally online, you want to know what I did? Well, let me tell you what I did. You want to know what I did? Here's what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. If you want to follow my lovely co-host, Maya Akai, you can follow her on Facebook and Twitter at the Sports Chica. If you want to follow her on Instagram because you're an IGer and you do it just for the gram, well, follow her at Maya_Akai. It's MAYA_AKAI. Man, we have a phenomenal show, but I need you to get interactive with us. So whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's our mobile app, leave a question or comment on that particular platform. It'll come up here in the thread. We'll get it up on the screen and we'll incorporate it into the show. And you know what? That's what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around, and that's you. So, man, you know, bring it all. We ain't scared of nobody, baby. Bring all your questions, comments, smart-ass remarks. We are not scared. Ain't nobody scared over here, baby. The Rock, like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Bring it. I don't know why that's so weird on my hand. Anyway, let's see who we have in the chat line. Vernon Fairley in the Mickey Ficky house. Top of the morning to you, Greg. Thank you, sir. Ask what you have for breakfast. Cornelius Squalls in the Mickey Ficky house. What up? My man Armando Emeterio Lara Jr. Jr.'s in the house. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. My girl Lavette Lee, she's in the house. Good morning, Ma. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. J2K. Are you Chris Jericho? Jericho J2K? I'm just asking. Are you Chris Jericho? I'm just kidding. Hey, J2K, thanks for tuning in, Papa. I appreciate it. And listen, I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do know this. Okay. More of the usual suspects will be chiming in as the show goes on. Let's see what else you watch. You watch Monarch on Apple TV and Reacher on Prime. Okay. Oh man. Well, he just canceled. So it's gonna be us today, baby. Oh, you do? I'm impressed. I like it. I got the nickname before him, but yeah, I know who you're talking about. Okay. Walls of Jericho. Oh man, great stuff. Great stuff. You know, we have a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about. And you know what? I was interested in something. You know, I'm really tired of these jamokes. All right, I gotta go by that because you know everyone's politically correct and I can't say anything else because then I'm hurting someone's feelings and that's offensive or that's all right. But these jamokes who are on these platforms and are spewing anti-Justin hate. And it's just hate because they give you one part of the story. They don't give you the full part. All right, and I'm talking about today, especially Zach Zaden was on today, and I got an issue with him too. And then Dan Wiederer, but we know Dan Wiederer has always been Mr. Negative. According to, I'm Mr. Negative too now, according to Justin. But hey, that's another story. And I'm Greg, according to the guys at the Score. But that's another story. You know, I'm tired of the nonsense that these guys are spewing. whatever agenda it is they have. And so today they're talking about, well, I'll talk about that in a little bit. All right. I'll talk about that because what they're doing is it's propaganda. It's anti-Justin hate. But they don't tell you, because they don't tell you the whole thing. They're saying, okay, well, you need this person, you need to see X amount of things. You need something tangent to see in year 3. Okay. Then Wiederer has talked about, well, they've conformed this offense to the Bears. I mean, to Justin Fields. I'm like, no, they haven't. He's like, they changed it last year, but then he doesn't tell you that they reverted back to something else to start the year off, which is why Justin went. So it makes it seem like they've done everything in their power to accommodate Justin Fields when they haven't. And it's frustrating because if they're spewing nonsense, and it's frustrating because people listen to these things and like, well, here's what they said, and here they said such and such and such and such and such and such, and it's like, but that's not what's going on. We'll talk more about it. And then just the way they phrase things, and they don't, like, I would love to get one of these guys on a debate. To get one of these guys on a debate, or just on a, yeah. I would love to just on a neutral platform, just because all the things that they talk about and how they're ready to prop up their certain people. And the one thing that they said today, Mully and Hall were off today. So they had Zach Zaidman, who I got a problem with that joker, and Dan Wiederer, my 2 anti-Bears people. Whatever. And Zaidman brought up the thing again today where he said, well, if you put today's quarterbacks with the Bears, they'd be much better. And my question to him, which is a very important question, would be, are you talking about today's quarterbacks when they first got in the league, or after they've worked with the quarterback coach or the quarterback guru that they've worked with to become successful? Because I can guarantee you that Patrick Mahomes, had he been drafted here and he was put through the same thing that Justin Fields was put through, would not be the Patrick Mahomes he is today. Oh, wait, Patrick Mahomes is working with Matt Nagy. And look what's going on over there now after he's won 2 Super Bowls, after he's won MVPs, and look at them now. So imagine a Patrick Mahomes who doesn't have that confidence, who didn't have Andy Reid. People, for whatever reason, don't understand or refuse to understand or just ignore the fact that bad coaching is bad coaching. That bad coaching sets you back a country mile. A country mile. He talked about Justin Herbert. Well, Justin Herbert was throwing this and he didn't have a great defense. And I said, well, wait a minute. Who's his offensive coordinator? Oh, Kellen Moore. Great. So see, they forget to tell you who's developing these guys. They don't tell you who's developing these guys. Then he went back to Cutler. And I'm like, how can you sit there and say 6 offensive coordinators, actually 7, in 8 years? You had Ron Turner, You had Mike Martz for 2 years. You had Mike Tice. Yeah, so Ron Turner, good offensive mind. And I'm not sure where he left after the first year. But he was like, they're getting us killed. We got nothing for Cutler. Then you had after Ron Turner was Mike Martz. And Mike Martz, what does Mike Martz do? Mike Martz trades away Cutler's number one receiver in Greg Olsen, and Greg Olsen goes on to have a possible Hall of Fame career. I don't use a tight end in my offense. Well, there you go. A guy who does not adapt to the system, or not adapt his system to the talent that he has. That's 2. Then you had Mark Trestman and Aaron Kromer for 2 seasons, 13 and 14. Oh, I forgot right before them, Mike Tice. So after Mike Martz is Mike Tice. Is he an offensive mind? You know, then you had Trestman and Kromer, Aaron Kromer. Do they excite you about being an offensive play caller, developing quarterbacks? No. Then you had Adam Gase. Was Adam Gase, does he excite you about being an offensive mind? Nope. Then you had Dowell Loggins. So they're sitting there taking shots at Cutler. Well, he was never really what it was supposed to be. And look at the jamokes you have developing him. And then now you come here with Justin. You had Nagy. Look what Nagy's doing with Patrick Mahomes now. Whew. And every quarterback you give me, I'll show you an offensive mind behind them that allowed them to get better, that allowed them to develop. Any quarterback that's good now. Tua. Didn't they want to run him out of town? Wasn't he being labeled a bust until Mike McDaniel got there? Oh, yeah. By the way, you got the Cheetah and Jalen Waddle, too. That's right. So, this nonsense that these jamokes are spewing is ridiculous. Now, I get it. You don't have to like Justin Fields. It's your prerogative. You may not think he's a good quarterback. Cool, that's your prerogative. You're dead wrong, but nonetheless, you're entitled to your wrong opinion. But don't sit there and say he's got the same advantages and the same support system that other quarterbacks who've had some sort of success have had. And then compare them and say, well, Justin's not doing this. Justin's not doing that. Justin hasn't been coached properly. And I'm tired of these knuckleheads doing this and saying this. And they're inundating, they're brainwashing a whole bunch of people on the airwaves by saying this stuff. Oh, well, Justin, you're right. He should be doing much more in his third year. He should. Well, look at all the other quarterbacks who've done in their third year. Look at this. How come Justin? Yeah, we need a new quarterback. Let's go get it. No, you're an idiot who doesn't know jack shit about football, but you think you do. Or you know about football and you're just omitting parts of the truth, omitting parts of the equation that affect the end result, what we have now. I would love to get on a debate and talk with them. But see, the problem is they're only going to do it on their platform. They're going to do it. They want to do it. They will probably, if anything, only want to do it on their platform where they can hang up, where they can control the narrative. No. Let's do it on a neutral platform or come on my platform. Because I won't be rude or disrespectful. I'll give you your time. I won't hang up. I won't hang you up or disconnect you. No. But there's nothing you can tell me and prove to me that Justin Fields isn't the guy. And if you want to come with stats, I'll bring stats. We'll bring stats. We'll bring stats. I'll shove stats up your ass. If you want to talk stats and use stats and his record, his winning record, his record as a starting quarterback is this and this. Well, I got stats for you, Mother Hubbard. Anybody who wants to come at me. Anybody. I got stats for your ass. Don't worry. But you're on these networks and these platforms, and you're inundating thousands and tens and hundreds of thousands of people with your nonsense. And then we wonder, people like us wonder, like, why are people so dumb when it comes to football or sports? Why are people so dumb when it comes? Why are there so many damn meatheads? Because they listen to fools like these guys. Zach Zaidman is the worst. The worst. Reader, another one. The worst. And only give you part of the truth. Only give you stuff that fits their agenda. I don't know what the big anti-Justin hate is about. I don't know. Did he take your milk in the lunch line or something? Like, what's the anti-hate about? And they're like, well, Justin needs to do this, Justin needs to do that. And again, before anyone says anything, I understand Justin needs to get better. There are certain things that he's got to do. And I will not absolve him from that. Like, you can't, on a deep end, 10, 15 yard in, 15 to 20 yard in, you can't overthrow DJ Moore. That has nothing to do with the coordinator. That has nothing to do with the system. That has nothing to do with the protection. It's nothing. And he's got to do better. All those he's got to hit. But you also have to teach him how to read. You also have to say, okay, in this coverage, here's where we're going to go. In coverage, I need you to look here. And you know what? Probably, let's just look for DJ Moore first. You don't know how to marry routes. So you don't want him looking to the left and all of a sudden to the right, then coming back to the left. That's time. You've got to make sure all these routes are in sync where he doesn't have to scan the whole field. You don't move the pocket enough for him. And people say, well, you cut the field in half. Yeah, and if this is what's necessary for his growth, then do it. And the biggest thing that bugs me is when stupid-ass idiots say, oh, you reset the clock. It's the cost of doing business. It's the cost of doing business. You just signed Martez Sweat to a $100 million contract. And why? Why would you let someone go? And then here's another thing. They're like, oh, well, yeah, he'll probably go somewhere else and be good. Well, why can't he stay here and be good? Why can't, I don't give a damn who it is. Why can't you go get a coordinator that fits, that can maximize his potential? Why? Why does he have to go somewhere else? Isn't that part of your job description? That belongs to Ryan Poles and the head coach. And Ryan Poles, you need to step in and say, hey, listen, I need to know whoever you're picking has to be someone who's worked with a skill set like Justin Fields. Otherwise, no, he's not. And if you think that coaches handpick their staffs, you're dumb. You're ignorant. And this is another thing they said, oh, you want him to pick his staff. Do you realize how much politics is in the NFL? Do you realize how much politics goes on? Do you realize how many guys are on someone's staff that they don't even want? Why? Because the powers that be say, hey, he's done. He's paid his time. He's paid his dues. He's going to be the offensive coordinator here for a couple of years. If it doesn't work out, fire him, but fine. No problem. But he's going to get this job here. There's so much politics involved, it's not even funny. But most people don't know that. And they're like, well, the head coach picks his. No, the head coach doesn't always pick his staff. It's not how the NFL works. Most of it, yeah. But this is where Ryan Poles and maybe Kevin Warren come in and say, hey, I need an offensive coordinator that has worked with mobile quarterbacks. I need an offensive coordinator who can maximize his skill set. That's what we need. So on your hire, we're gonna go through that. We're gonna check that out. We're gonna check that out, see if it fits what we want. Because why would you just let good players go? Why would you let potential game-changing quarterbacks go? So it'd be okay with you to let Justin Fields go, get a guy who can develop his skill set, watch him become a perennial MVP candidate, maybe win an MVP or two. Let's say stay with one. Maybe win an MVP and bring his team to become a perennial playoff contender. So what if he goes off in the worst case scenario for us, he goes off and wins the Super Bowl? That's okay with you? Well, it didn't work out here. Why didn't it work out? Because you chose the coordinator over the player? Like, there's so many stupid things that go on. There's so many, you listen to these people, and I'm like, I don't even go on Twitter anymore. I'll check it 2-3 times a day. That's it. In 24 hours, I'll check it 2-3 times a day. That's it. Because you got idiots here in there because they listen to jamokes like Zaidman and Wiederer who push their agenda on you. And then they start regurgitating. So Zaidman and Wiederer are regurgitating what they hear from other people because they can't make their own decision, make their own assessment. And they regurgitate it to over the masses, over the airwaves, and then everybody else regurgitates it. And when people who are smart, like you guys who listen here, and I give you the truth, and I give you options and scenarios on what should be done, you hear and you're like, man, that's stupid. Because if you sit back, you hear everyone saying the same thing. You're right. Being negative sells. It sells. Unfortunately, it sells. Russell, good morning, Papa. How are you? I'm keeping Fields, signing JJ, keeping Flus, and throwing Getsy out. I'm not throwing Getsy out. He's not coming back from Green Bay. Like, you find your own way back. You know where your old office is. Stay here. Bump him. Bump him. You don't come back with us to Chicago. You keep your ass in Green Bay next Sunday. Stay the hell there. But, man, it's frustrating to listen to these jamokes talk all this nonsense. And when the Bears select the quarterback with the number 1 pick and this, they're going to. No. Ryan Poles talked about being able to build a team through the draft. How much more do you want to build? You have your quarterback. You have a guy. He's done everything, just not consistently. And you know why? Because he hasn't been coached properly. Do they understand the type of player he is, the type of person that he is? Do you understand? Like, you get a Sean Payton, a taskmaster, a disciplinarian. That's the kind of guy Justin Fields will play well for. Oh, you don't think so? Look at Ryan Day. Ryan Day's not a player's type of guy. Hey, well, we'll see what the player wants. No, do it my way or the highway. I'm the head coach at Ohio State. I got tons of 5 stars behind you if you don't want to do it my way. They're sitting there on the field as well. I don't know. I don't know why. And you look at it, and we've doubled our win total. Where in the world do you go and say, hey, you know what? We did twice as well as we did last year, so let's get rid of everybody. And we still got 2 games left. We did twice as well. Hey, how about this? How about this investment? You give me $5,000 and I'll make you 10. Here's your $10,000. Yeah, I'm never doing that again. What? 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 Doesn't make sense. You know, and a lot of the things that Justin's doing, a lot of the things that Justin needs to improve, the things that he is doing that are subpar are being allowed. What did I tell you? How many times have I told you? It's either coached or it's allowed. And I was looking at something yesterday. highlights yesterday of Justin Fields with Matt Nagy. And we can say whatever we want about Matt Nagy because he sucks as a head coach, as a developer of quarterbacks. But there's one thing he was good at, and he got Justin Fields, his feet were right. His feet. Gets he's not focusing on his feet. He's not focusing on the rhythm. He's not focusing on timing. And when I say you're not adapting this to Justin's strengths, why have we not run slants? Why? Why do we not run slants when you see a blitz coming and then you know, God bless it, well, they're going man to man? Why am I not running slants, or why am I not running fades? Why am I still running curls? Why am I running deep routes and all this other stuff? No. And I haven't delved into as much as I probably could have. But one of the last players to recognize a hot route was Velus Jones. It was 2 games ago. He was in the slot. His guy came. He took 3 steps, turned around. He threw in the ball. He gained a couple more. I'm like, whoa, hot route. Where are those? If the Bears go jumbo this weekend, are you getting a check from the Bears? I damn sure I should. I should get a check. Just give me 10 grand. What's that to you guys? 10 grand ain't nothing. I'll even take 8. But this is why I tell you, stop listening to people who haven't played sports. Stop listening to them. Because they give you dumb shit. They feed you dumb shit. They feed you their agenda. They feed you their uneducated agenda. And I don't care if you've covered the team. Have you played it? Have you coached it? Do you understand how it is on the inside of a locker room, inside a front office? Do you? Yes or no? Because if not, you're speculating. Until you have, then you're speculating, unlike other people who've been in a locker room, who've been on coaching staffs, who've been in front offices, or who run offices, either whether it be semi-pro and you understand how to construct a team. And you understand the inner workings of that position, those positions. But if you're just a fan listening to another fan because he writes about it, be careful with those guys. Some have good connects. But on the whole, I don't listen. I don't listen to those people. And you shouldn't either. Because it's like zombies. They got you. I'm not a zombie guy, but don't they bite you like a vampire or something and you become a zombie? I don't know how that works. But they got you. They turn you into zombies like them. And then, as I said, everyone's regurgitating the same shit that they hear when he's Jamoke saying on the airwaves. Oh, it was, dude, you had no idea. If I had hair, I'd pull it out. I want to jump through the phone and be like, you guys are idiots. Stop spreading this negative Justin Fields propaganda. Well, Justin Fields isn't consistent. Justin Fields hasn't done this. Yeah, no shit. Justin Fields isn't the recipient of good coaching. Every quarterback you named is a recipient of good coaching. My goodness. If you had someone teach you something at your job that was wrong or the wrong way to do it, how responsible are you for that? You know, because what they're going to say is, well, at some point, you're going to have to blame the quarterback. Well, not if he's continually taught improper, allowed to do improper. His habits are allowed to be. His improper habits are being allowed in the game. In my opinion, yeah, Justin needs to understand that. Justin needs to go talk to Ryan Day and be like, well, what am I doing wrong? What can I do for me? Because I can't outcoach and deal with this coaching, but what can I do? Is my footwork good? Are my reads good? What can I do? Because the coaching is paramount. And then they were talking about, well, look at Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is, he came and look what he did to the Bears. And I'm like, do you realize Joe Flacco, as much shit as you give him, he is a Super Bowl winning Pro Bowl quarterback? Do you realize that? Do you realize he's a perfect fit for that system that he's in Baltimore? Do you realize that? Do you realize if he was in that system his whole career, he'd have a gold jacket. He'd have a gold jacket. I remember he was on Mac Jones like a son of a gun, remember? And I was like, no, not Mac Jones. She's like, in my evaluation, Mac Jones is the best. I'm like, no, dude, Justin Fields. I'm sorry, it wasn't Mac Jones. It was no, it was that draft. What was it, Mitch's draft? Like, no, Justin Fields. Senpai, how you doing, Papa? I get it. Because you know why? You know why you don't know who to believe in? It's frustrating because you're so used to all the people that you hear. You're used to all the big names, either reading them in the paper every day when you get it, or online, or listening to them on the radio, or now they have their own podcast and you hear it. And these are the popular people. This is literally brainwashing. Literally brainwashing. So if you want to hear good football, Senpai, stay here. Stay here. Because I'll give you the reasons why Justin Fields hasn't done well. I'll give you the reasons why other quarterbacks have done well. There are reasons for everything. You don't go from playing in a college football playoff, beating Clemson, getting to the national championship game, and then all of a sudden suck as a quarterback in the NFL. We talked about fit. Fit is important. And if you get a guy with this talent, then you go get a guy who can coach this talent. Period. Period. But no, other people will tell you, well, these guys should do this. These guys should do that. Now, Russell, we only need one. There's 2 games left, Russell, and all Carolina has to do is lose one, and they're assured of the number 1 pick, which comes to us. So we only need one. I don't give a shit if they lose out. I just need one loss from Carolina, and we're good. Just one. Then mathematically, they are the worst in the league. Yeah, it is. Great call, Junior. These negative guys have a narrative. It gets some subscriptions and likes. That's all they want. So they can go sell it. Well, I have a all right. This is why I need you to spread the word with Sports Zone Chicago. Because I give it to you real. I have no agenda. I'm not trying to push a narrative on you. I'm not trying to push Justin Fields on you because you know why I want Justin Fields to stay? Because Justin Fields is the best quarterback. There's no other quarterbacks in this draft coming out that are going to be better than Justin Fields. Let me take that back. If someone maximizes his talents. Because if you do and you get a Caleb Williams, or you get a Drake May and he gets in a system that fits their skill set, then they're going to do very, very well. Get someone that can maximize, can coach Justin Fields. Listen, we got to take a quick break. I got to calm down. I'm tired of these jamokes. Get me fired up at the end of the year. On the other side of the break. You know what? We're actually going to get to we're actually going to get to the top of the morning on the other side. All right? So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Brian Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face. Ugly.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left, and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down, because the #1 rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Yeah, hello. I'm really not sure if this is what you all do, but I really don't have anywhere else to turn.
Hi. I don't even know why I'm calling right now. I'm sorry. My thoughts are going a mile a minute.
My kids are out of state. My buddies from the army are all gone now. I'm really alone.
I left the service last year. My mom just passed away a few months ago. I miss so much time with her. I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job, but I feel so stuck.
Okay, ma'am. I'm glad you called.
Okay, sir. Let's stay on the line and walk through some things.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We are looking for a few heroes.
From that ACL tear, Kyler Murray on 3rd and 4 airs it out for Rondale Moore on the sideline, and it's incomplete. Working against Kyler Gordon. It's been the 4th quarter that's been the problem for Chicago as Herbert gets the carry, and again, Khalil Herbert finds some room.
Personnel like this, 22 personnel.
Jones, the motion man, Fields with time, floats it for Cole Kmet, who pulls it in at the 48-yard line. Chicago. And Fields on a design quarterback run with a good block in front. Fields down the sideline, tiptoes his way out of bounds near the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Khalil Herbert, the running back. And Herbert the carry. Trying to get to the edge. He does. Does he have speed to get to the end zone? He does! It's a Bears touchdown!
Oh, shoot. Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning at Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of Fox. That's our baby. Our Bears, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Our Bears. Sorry. Change my victory chains all jacked up. You guys got me fired up over here. You jamokes listen to these people in the morning. Like, can you get paid for this? What's Cornelius? What are you saying? Yeah. Yeah, he does have a feel for play calling. Yeah, he's just not a head coach. Simple. Simple. I said those clips courtesy of Fox. But let's get right to it, baby. Let's do it. The first top of the morning topic. The Bulls. It's a rough one. This was a rough one, baby. The Bulls. They fall. What was that? I didn't get one of these. Ay, ay, ay. The Bulls fall to the Indiana Pacers. Man, 120 to 104. Let me tell you, it was interesting. Indiana's a good team. I've been sleeping on them. I can't believe that. I can't believe it. I can't believe how good a team they are. I can't believe that. I can't. I can't believe how Halliburton is a stud. He's a stud. Tyrese Halliburton is a freaking stud. I don't even know what else to say. I had no idea. All right. And that was my fault. I don't follow the NBA as much as I used to, or probably as much as I should, because I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in there I'm not a big fan of. But yeah, they fall 120 to 104. And P. Will, he leads the way with 22, DeMar with 21, Alex Caruso 16.7 boards. I mean, it's good to have him back. It really, really, really is. But they're going to come through. They're going to come through. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. I think they have a good shot actually to actually make the playoffs. I think, yeah. I think they have a shot. I think that, is that it tonight? Oh, that's not what I need. But they're not going to be contenders. They'll make the playoffs, I believe, but contenders, no. Next top of the morning topic. The Blackhawks tonight, they travel to Dallas to take on the Stars. Puck drop is 7:00. That game's on NBC 5 and NBC Sports Chicago, or you can listen to it on 7:20 a.m., their flagship. I was looking, it was in the paper. I'm like, NBC 5, really? Really? Huh. We'll talk about Senpai. We'll talk about the Bulls in a second. Let me get through this. Are these top of the morning topics? And the next top of the morning topic. Bears. You know who they are. The Bears. We need. They continue their work in preparation. Yay, in preparation for their game Sunday against the Atlanta Falcons here on the lakefront. Okay, kickoff is high noon Central Time. You can watch that game on CBS 2 or catch the game on AM 1000, their flagship station. There are a couple of things that I'm excited about. And I've talked a lot about what this Bears team can do is really exciting. The possibilities are exciting. Really exciting. He's got so some people are saying you know what? How about we talk about it at the 10 o'clock hour? We'll talk about that. Okay, we'll do that. Let's stay with football. Next top of the morning topic: former Bears. 2 former Chicago Bears. Defensive tackle Steve McMichael and kick returner Devin Heston are both finalists for the NFL Hall of Fame this year. Okay, there was a big issue with me and a lot of people on why Devin Hester didn't get in on his first try last year. And some who say they're purists, and this bugs me. And who's voting on this shit? Old, crudgety, 60, 70-year-old, white dudes and Fred Mitchell or someone? Like, come on, man. This is the best to ever return kicks. The best. And you make him wait? Because he doesn't play a position? Here is exactly what I'm talking about. This agenda that people are pushing. Is there any reason you can find why why Devin Hester doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame? Wait your turn? Is that a good enough reason? Wait your turn? No, he's the best to ever return kicks. Why does he have to wait? The best. It's not even an argument. So all you stats people, statistically, he's the best. If you watch him, he's the best. Change the way the game was played. There's 3 phases. So let me ask you this. If there's a quarterback who threw for the most touchdown passes in the history of the NFL, you think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer? Probably. If there's a defensive end who ends up with the most sacks in the history of the NFL, think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer? Probably. So why not have the person who has the most kick returns for a touchdown and change the game? Why isn't he a first ballot Hall of Famer? That doesn't sit well with me. And Steve McMichael, people don't understand how dope, how great of a player Steve McMichael is. And unfortunately for him, he's going through some health issues right now, and that's kind of the focus. And if you've seen pictures of Mongo, he's definitely not this big. Okay. He was a bad boy. He was a bad boy. Like, do you realize, and I heard this yesterday, when he retired, he had the most sacks in the history of the NFL from a defensive tackle position when he retired. Do you realize that? The most sacks of all defensive tackles in the history of the NFL when he retired. You realize he had the Colonel, Richard Dent, on one side. He had the Fridge, he had Hampton on the other side. And unfortunately, he got overshadowed by all the personalities. And he was a personality. He had Mike Singletary's eyes. He had Mike Singletary's eyes when he's looking. You had Wilbur Marshall. God forbid that joker hits you. You'll wake up a couple weeks later. The characters on that team, and he just got overshadowed on that defensive line. So there They are finalists for the NFL Hall of Fame, and they deserve it. They deserve it. Because, man, I'll tell you what. And some of you people may have not seen them in their prime, and that's okay. I get it. I get it. That's cool. But, man, for those of us who did, you'll know Mongo was a bad boy. Whew, was that Joker bad? He's tough. He's Texas tough. This guy is one of a kind. He's one of a kind. And that's why I loved him. He pulled no punches. I mean, you talk about loving the process. He loved the process. The process of training camp, the process of preseason games, leading up to the regular season. He loved it. He loved getting in there, mixing it up with people. And the thing is, you couldn't double team him because then Richard Dent. Or you couldn't double team him because then Dan Hampton would go. Or the Fridge. Like, that was a unbelievable defense. So good luck to those two. They belong in the Hall of Fame. Both of them. They belong in the Hall of Fame. Next top of the morning topic. We'll finish up with this. The White Sox. Oh, they're making some news. The White Sox signed left-handed reliever Tim Hill, 1 year, $1.8 million deal. Trying to rebuild their bullpen. And they also signed catcher Martin Maldonado to a 1 year, $4 million deal, plus a $4 million vesting option for 2025. So what my Bears are trying to do, they're trying to patchwork shit together. You know how I feel about my White Sox right now. I'm pissed. I am pissed. I'm telling you, I might go to opening day, the parking lot, the tailgate, and not go to the game. Now, not set foot inside there. Because I'm pissed. I'm pissed at that organization. I'm buying no more White Sox gear. Not even the knockoff stuff where they don't even get the money. I'm not even buying that stuff. I got a knockoff person for jerseys. Nope. Not even buying that. Because I'm disgusted with that franchise. With that owner. Well, listen, let's take a quick break. And on the other side of the break, we're going to talk a little football. Actually, we're going to talk a little Bulls. We'll talk a little Bulls. All right? And then we'll finish up with football. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
To run for 17. Back he goes. Here comes Chubb. There goes the ball. Touchdown! Jones will walk at the left tackle. Time for Fields. Now we are accelerating at the first down. Great tackles, and he's off to the races. And we got a terrific block.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful. always marine. Marking a path for the next generation.
So I've come up with the family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids.
Continue to see this just as he did the other night. A little more physicality and aggressiveness. Speaking of which, the physical Williams.
He's been really shooting.
For DeRozan and a break. Taylor trying to grab it, top it, saves it. Good job by Williams getting in there. Against Turner, he scores.
That is a nice offensive rebound by Patrick.
I imagine, Stacey, you're thinking single digits right now.
Yeah, get it to single digits.
DeRozan around and down.
Moving right, get back on defense.
High 17 the other night. Williams draws contact. And one. Jalen Smith on the foul. So White, he might have to take a three for the lead.
Kaboom! All the way from the south side, baby.
Hesitated, got it to DeRozan. Big three. Around it up.
The pause arrived.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those are clips of the Bullies, baby, last night hosting the Indiana Pacers. And yeah, it was a little tough. They ended up losing 120 to 104. But man, you talk about exciting. They're playing an exciting brand of basketball right now. An exciting brand of basketball. They came back from 25 points down. 25 points down. You know how many people turned that game off? You know how many people were cursing at the TV, throwing shit at the TV, busting their TVs, cursing at the players? And the Bulls came back. All the way back. It seems exciting. This team is very exciting. And you know the thing about it, and here's the only thing that I shouldn't say the only thing. Indiana's good. Tyrese Halliburton is a monster. I have to apologize. I didn't realize he was that damn good. I didn't realize it. That dude is good. 21 points, 20 assists yesterday for Halliburton. His career high. A season high for the NBA. 20 assists. Now, Bull should have stopped him. He should have gave him that easy bucket to the dude with under 30 seconds to go, but whatever. Now we're where the Bulls are turning into a team that's starting to gain confidence. You saw Patrick Williams, the paw. You saw him with a follow-up tip dunk. That's what I'm talking about, Patrick. Rebound and a 2 points. Rebound and a 2 points. This is the aggressive Patrick Williams that I'm talking about. 22 points from Patrick. That's what I need out of him. That's what I said, just give me 16 to 18 points. You give me 20 plus? Now, Zach. And that's the biggest thing. Zach, what are you going to do? Like, come on home. All right? You're the prodigal son. Welcome you back with open arms, but you got to buy in. You have to buy in. You have to buy in. Because if Zach buys in and this ball movement stays as swift and fluid as it has been, you add the athlete, the athlete, the NBA player, the stud that Zach can be, you add that to the mix. I told you, I don't know if I doubt we're ready to win an NBA title. I really do. But it doesn't mean it can't be fun. It doesn't mean we can't scratch to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Doesn't mean we can't get there. I mean, maybe it end up losing to Philly or Milwaukee or Miami. I'm not even scared of Miami. But Milwaukee, I'm not even scared of Milwaukee. I just think in a series, a 7-game series, because of the lack of length that we have, it's going to be our biggest issue. Although you play Drummond a little more, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. I think Drummond is a missing link, a missing piece. He's got to get more time, and Billy is starting to give him more time. Starting, and you need it. You need a big body out there because he's not tall and long. I mean, he's thick. Like he's almost 300 pounds, like 6'11", almost 300 pounds, like 285, 290. So you're not moving him. You're not going to just out rebound him and push him out of the way. That ain't happening. That ain't going to happen, Kevin. That's not. I like it. He's a professional. I love how he goes to work every day. He's like, yeah, I'm just, I'm ready when they call me. What more do you want from me? I'm ready when you call me. That's I'm ready when you call me. And I'm going to do work. Now, I love it. Stacy talks about it all the time. Anytime you get Mouse in the house, he gets switched up on a guard, or hell, even a forward, and he pins him underneath the basket, or he's got him boxed out. Get the God-blessed ball into him. Because the one thing that I love that he doesn't lay the ball up. I love that he doesn't finger roll. I love the fact that he dunks it on your God-blessed head. I love the fact that he's aggressive. And you know what? People know that too. Defenders know that too. How many times do you see someone going up to try and block his shot when he's down low? Never. Never. Why? Because they know he's coming with a hammer. With a hammer. And you ain't trying to get your hand caught in that rim. You ain't trying to get your wrist broke. But that's an attitude. That's a mindset. That sends a message. If you got me pinned, I bet you got the 2. I'm not going to do anything different. I'm not going to do anything crazy. Get a foul and 1. Try and go up and block it, break my wrist, and get a foul and 1. Why? Because people know what he does. He sends a message. Every time he does that, he further strengthens his message. He further strengthens his reputation. I'm not a finger roll guy. I'm a dunk it on your head type of guy. And that's the nastiness that this Bulls team needs. I'm not saying going into him all the time. No, not at all. He gets his points the old-fashioned way, the Dennis Rodman way. Nasty. Rebound. Put it back up. Tip. Rebound. Put it back up. Rebound. Put it back up. Rebound. Power dribble. Dunk. Whew. Dunk. Yeah. Oh, boy. I'm loving this. I'm loving this Bulls team. I'm loving it a lot. So, what are we going to do? What are we going to do, Zach? Because I like the way they're running up. And I love Kobe White. If you haven't voted for Kobe White, you better vote for him for All-Star. You better vote his ass into the All-Star game. You better vote him into the All-Star game. Get on it. Hashtag All-Star game. Glenn, what's up, Papa? Drummond looks a little gassed at times. Yeah, he's not a starter. He's not a starter. He's playing starter minutes. He's like, damn, coach. Don't believe his game stamina. No, he's not. No. Yeah, no, he's just not a starter, and I get it. I get it. So, yeah. I love it. I love it. I very rarely hear Drummond talk. But when I do, like he's one of those, he reminds me of an old soul. He reminds me like a 45, 50-year-old man. I don't even think he's 30 yet. He's been in the league forever. But his drive, his resilience, his focus, I love it. 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 So we're going to see. We're going to see how this team plays, how it plays out. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Yeah, we are, Glenn. Yeah, we are. However, we ain't like our parents when they were 50. That's for damn sure. We are old. We just ain't like our parents. We're a little more youthful and vibrant. We got a little more energy. But yeah, we're old. We just look much better. Oh my goodness. Oh man. You know, I like what I will make sure that I have that on in the background, or I'm watching that game every time they play, because they are that exciting now. They are that exciting. We get to watch them tomorrow. Junior, you're a fool. We get to watch them tomorrow. They host Philly. Philly's coming to town. Joel Embiid, man, he loves the United Center, boy. Wow. He loves it. Loves it, loves it, loves it. Man. How are they going to do? Are they going to be able to get the ball up and down the court? Are they going to continue? Because listen, I can accept the way they're losing, because I accept the way they're winning. They're playing the same thing. Just last night, they just seemed to kind of exhale, like, oh, we got the lead, and that's when you should push your foot to push the gas pedal even more. Push the gas pedal even more. This is where DeMar has to step in as a leader. This is where other people have to step up. Alex Caruso, you're a leader. It's where they have to step and say, we cannot take our foot off the gas pedal. We climbed back from 25 points. We got the lead. Now we really need to push it into overdrive. There are 8 minutes left. You know, they call the timeout right away, so you go right to the bench like, whew. Like, you can look at a timeout as a couple of different things. A guy, if another team is scoring and they're making a run and you call a timeout, they're doing it to break your momentum. You can look at it as, great, we had the momentum. Now we get to rest. Now we're going to get that. Now we're going to get that momentum back. Because we just got to rest. We just got rested in this timeout. It took us. We expended a lot of energy to get this to erase this deficit. A lot of energy. Let's get this little timeout, rest during this timeout, and go back out there and continue doing what we're doing, or actually even go harder. Michelle Walls in the Mickey Ficky house. Good morning, Papa. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. My man, Bellissimo. No, you got to let me know what time. I'm going out to lunch after. So I need to let you know what time that I'm on. I'll be on a podcast tonight. 7:30. It'll be middle of the night for you now. But yeah, right after this, I got to do some stuff. James, what's up, Papa? Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Tillman. I could see him being, after his 5th or 6th year. Yeah. He invented and perfected the peanut punch, which they still use to this day. I could see that. So I'm excited for these boys. I'm excited. So Saturday, probably a friend of mine's her birthday. It's actually her birthday on Saturday, because usually it's always around. It's because her birthday's right around New Year's. Sometimes she doesn't get to celebrate it or whatever. But this time, it's actually on. It's on her birthday, so I'll probably do that Saturday. So most of the day I'll be cleaning up, just kind of, for the new year. You just kind of get a new house, not a new, but you clean up the house, have the house kind of clean for the new year. Start off the new year right. So most of tomorrow, I'm having brunch with a friend of mine. I haven't seen him in a minute. Go grab a little bite, and that's it. Come back home, maybe take a nap, and then start cleaning. I want the house to be, clean for the new year. I'm going to sage it. I'm going to vacuum. I got to put up some more vertical blinds. I got a whole bunch of stuff to do tomorrow, all while I'm watching basketball and football. It's going to be a good sports day. What did he say? Sweat said something like that after the Cards game, Shawn. Something like, if you get a team on his back and keep your foot on their throat. Yeah. 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 I agree. I agree. Yeah. Well, you know what? I just got a text. Real quick. So I actually have to run. I have to cut this short. I have to go do something. I just got a text. I got to go do something right now, unfortunately. So here's what I'm going to do. It's 10:20. About 11 o'clock, I'll be able to come back on 11 to 12. I think I'll do something from 11 to 12. We'll talk Bears 11 to 12. All right, and then 12:15. Don't forget, we still have Second City Sports. So listen, I have to run. I apologize. Something just came up. I go. It was fine. No one's dead or dying or sick or anything. No, but something came up, and I gotta. Unfortunately, something. Yeah, and I gotta run. So here's what I'm gonna do. 11 o'clock. It's about 11 o'clock, so it could be shortly thereafter. So I'm gonna set the timer for 11:15. I'll create a show for 11:15, and I'll be back on until 12. We'll talk Bears that whole hour. All right. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support, but I do have to run, unfortunately. So I'll see you guys in about 40 minutes. Oh no, about an hour. 11:15. We'll do 11:15. 11:15 to 12. All right, guys. I will see you then. Where's my thing? And what I'll do is I'll play they were talking about me. I'll talk about the fact that I'm trending on Twitter now. How crazy is that on the other side? Hence, that's why Greg. So if you saw, well, why does he have SuperBack Shawn Sierra, aka Greg? You'll hear it on the other when I get back. So about 11:15, I got to take off. I have to do something. About 11:15, I'll be back on. Make sure you tune in. It's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty fun. All right. I'll see you guys in about an hour.